Good evening, everyone. Good evening, everyone. You're welcome to. I think this is the day 5 so far. We've tried day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, and today day 5. Kai, Omo, let me celebrate tonight. You guys have been joining since day 1. Like Duba, I've been seeing you from day 1. Eddie, I've been seeing you from day 1. Omotola, I've been seeing you from day 1. Like you guys are strong. I celebrate you guys one more time. Celebrate you guys one more time. Welcome. Welcome. So let's get started. Today, you guys, I'll be teaching on the topic designer, design and clients. Designer, design and client. So we're going to understand who is the designer, the role he plays, these characteristics. We need to understand the role of the design and then the client. Hope you are ready. Hope you have your writing materials ready because today is going to be powerful. Give me 1 minute. Alright, sorry about that quick delay. I had to put some things in place. Okay, so let's get started. So the designer, design and client thing, to put it in a very simple language, is just like the manufacturer, the product and the buyer. So the designer is the manufacturer, the design is the product, and the client is the buyer. One who has I don't want to. I'm just giving you a summary of how the whole context looks like, so that by the time I start diving into each of them one after the other, you understand. All right, let's get started with the designer. Who is a designer? Who is a graphic designer? A graphic designer is someone who uses a particular software to create or to solve a client's need. It's someone, you can use your CorelDRAW, you can use your Pixel Lab, you can use your Photoshop, Figma, any tool at all that you're using to solve your client's need. That is what you use to manufacture a solution to your client's need. Your clients come to you and tell you, oh, Mr. Duba, I am struggling with sales. My business is not selling. This one is not happening. This, that, those. And you be able to decipher the client's problem and you solve them. You solve it with your design. Or you're walking on the road, or let's say you're scrolling through Facebook and you see this particular page and you realize that what this particular Instagram page needs is a graphic designer. And you be able to tell you chat the person up. I'm checking out on your page and I realize you need something like this and something like this. I'm in a position where I can help you solve this problem. All right. So let's please try and mute yourself. Let's see some characteristics of a client. Of a designer. Let's see some characteristics of a designer. I'm trying to right. Hope my face is clear enough. You can mute your if you see my face clearly. Hello. Is my face clear enough? I think this is okay.
Yes.
Alright, thank you. Alright, so the first characteristic of a designer. One, a designer has a skill. No one will come to you to give you their money if you don't have skill. They have a problem and looking for who can solve that problem. I don't care how much that person is charging. So long as that person will be able to solve their problem, they will pay you. So a client comes to a designer because he has a problem and he believes that that designer has every solution he needs. That is the skill we're talking about. He has the solution in his skill to be able to solve your problem. So if he comes to you and he pays you, let's say for instance, he pays you 10,000 naira for a design, and at the end of the day, what you designed was, let's say, rubbish. Like there's this particular design that is trending online, and the end of graphic design, that's so bad. Imagine a client comes to you and that was what you delivered. That was what you delivered. You see that you ended up wasting that person's money. I remember sometimes last year, some time ago, no, I think it would be September last year, a client chatted me, and the first thing she asked me was, how much do you charge? I think as of last year, I still charge 3,000 naira for a book cover design because that was what she needed. She said, my price is quite cheap compared to the other. She has met four other graphic designers, and each of them were charging 5,000. And guess what happened? These people that were charging 5,000, if you see the design I did for this lady, Jesus, like she sent me the list of all those designs and they were all rubbish. Like those designs were rubbish. They were not communicating. Like the person was, she was selling a female product. The book she wrote was relating to female whatever. I think women female vaginal disease, something like that. Yeast disease, yeah. So and someone was using mail road, all this big mail road to. I was like, how did this person have understanding of design at all? So like, and some other designs, some of them were using picture of a group of people. I think there's one that used a picture of a group of people, and I was like, why will you be doing that? Like it was so out of it. So the lady had to tell me, please, I saw your designs and I believe you'll be able to deliver for me very well. So I said, okay, fine, that's my work, I can do that, and I delivered for her. This is the same thing that a lot of clients, when they see a graphic design, that's the same thing. They have a particular problem. She wanted to sell a book, a book, and she needed a book cover for her book. And she came to me with that problem, and I have the potential enough to solve that problem. All right, that's the first one. The second one is a client a designer with his skill solves a problem. The second one is that the designer solves a problem. If I've explained this before, I'll just throw a little more light on it. If I'm the client and I come and meet Omotola, if I'm pronouncing your name very well, for just give me thumbs up. If I'm not, forgive me. So a client comes to you, I'm the client, and Omotola, I come to you with a problem, and I tell you, Omotola, I have this product that I want to sell. I don't know how to. I have 1,000 audience. I don't know how to start telling them one after the other about my product. I need something that will help me communicate to them that when they see it, they know that this is my product and they will start buying it. So the first thing that should come to your mind is that this client needs a flyer. He needs something that will advertise that his product. A flyer falls under advertising design. So in case you don't know, just know that now. Uh, you're raising up your hand. Mwa Mwajidako. Do you have a question? Mwajidako, you raised up your hand. Do you have a question?
Sorry, sir, it was a mistake. I didn't have questions.
Okay, no problem, Chisom. All right, so let's continue. So the client needs a design to advertise his product. If at the end of the day you were not able to solve that problem, you failed in your skill. I always put my own that way. If at the end of the day we're not able to solve that problem, you failed in your skill. Because you cannot call yourself an expert in what you do and you're not able to solve a problem. An expert should be able to solve a problem. So that's two. As a designer, you should know the design principles. Is very, very important. You should know the design principle. I believe Victor, the reason why is it Victory? The reason why you're raising your hand is because you have a question, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, go ahead with your question.
Okay, my question is like, what if you try to maybe like try your best to make the
Okay, I get your question. This thing happen often. Some clients don't really know what they want. Let me start with that. A lot of clients don't know what they want. They just come to you and be like, I need this, I need that, increase the logo, make this one pop, this and that. A lot of clients come that way. So, as an expert, you should understand design principles and things that will help your client and be able to teach your client. If a client should come to you now, let's say for instance, he needs a flyer for his food, he's selling food and whatever. Let's say he's selling burger. And the client is telling you the color you should use is green and black, green and black. That is a very wrong combination for anybody that is selling food. You should teach your client that this particular green does not go well with anything food branding. Yes, because green does not evoke appetite. It does not make people feel hungry. No, green does not anything of sort, and black does not at all. So you should suggest colors. If you are telling your client that this does not work, give the client the perfect solution to it by suggesting the right thing that should be there in a manner that they should understand. I've seen some persons online that I think I posted yesterday on IGD, where some of us, because the client is saying that we chop our root part. I know some persons, we skipped that part where they taught us home training at home. I'm sorry if I'm sounding insultive, but we skipped it and we did not learn it, and it became a problem to us. So when we have a client, sorry about that. When we're talking to clients, we express ourselves the way we want. We just talk anyhow, the thing full our mouth. As they always say, customers are always right. That's what they say. But in design industry, you can teach your clients. In that particular place where you notice that they are not getting it, you can teach your clients. That is one. But if that client is insisting that this is what I want, it means give the client what he wants. Do exactly what the client wants. Like, don't come and add. Just do it and give the person. Remember, that work is not going in the portfolio. You're not sharing that work. They just give the client, this is what you want, take what you want. Hope I've been able to answer you. Okay, I believe that is a yes.
Yes, very well.
Okay. So, I've talked about knowing design principles and understanding, having a deep understanding on principles of design will help you solve the client's problem better. Yes. Some of you think designing is jump into the software and you start doing the same. Let me teach you people a little thing. It's not part of my curriculum for today, but it's very, very important. There's what they call design process. I don't know if you've heard of it before. There's what they call design process. We have 3 phases of design process. We have the first one, which is defining the problem. The second one, inventing ideas. And the third one, creating forms. The first and second one, nobody is seeing any results yet. The first one is you interacting with your client and asking your client enough questions that you need to ask your client. For instance, your client does not really have a clear understanding of the problem that he wants to solve. You ask questions to verify the person. Or your client comes to you, you ask questions like, what's the choice of color? Will this work be printed? I've forgotten my questions. You ask your clients, okay, what's your target audience here? Your target audience. You get to know, is this work meant for adults only? Is this work meant for children? Is this work meant specifically for youths? Is this work meant only for ladies? For instance, if a lady who does makeup and nails should chat you now and they say they need a design, knowing fully well that particular brand is restricted to ladies alone, we should do design that resonates with ladies more. Yes, because the target audience is ladies. If you can use colors like deep blue or green, which other color, or let's say, suggest colors for me now, or orange, that does not really go well with women. You see, orange, I think orange goes well with women. That green and blue, and sky blue. That does not really go well with female brand. So that, black as well. You see that you fail in solving the client's problem. All right. So the next one is have a designer has communication skill. Now, you see the way I'm able to express myself. I'm not camera shy. I don't feel like something should come out and bite me. Some of you are good at that. No. The reason why I had to do today's class video so that you guys see that I'm not shy. I'm confident in what I say. I'm confident in what I teach you people. Having a good communication skill will help boost your business. Will help boost your. It shows. In fact, it shows client that you know what you're doing. Imagine a client chat you up, or what if they called for, they asked you to join their team, and they called for a meeting like this, a Google meeting like this, and they asked you to give a presentation of what you want to do. Video like this, so some of you will just reject the work. You will faint. Yes, because you lack the ability to express yourself. It is very, very important that as a graphic designer, your work is not limited to pressing button on your phone or on your system. Your work goes on to developing yourself, knowing fully well that if it requires you to be physically present with the client, you're bold. Some of you, you don't know how to call your client and talk to your client on the phone, and be confident enough to talk to your client. Let me tell you how I close a deal with a client. If a client should chat me for the first time, I know really well that they have these trust issues with giving their money and this, that. What I would do, after we must have discussed about the whole thing that they want me to do, they'll be asking me, how much do you charge? I told them, wait first, calm down, wait. Don't worry about money. Price will not be the problem. This is my own secret. The price will not be the problem. They say, okay, fine. This price will not be the problem. Let's go ahead. So we'll discuss about the whole problem that he has. You tell me everything. I'll tell him, okay, fine. After we are done, I'll tell them, can I call you? Person will say, fine, no problem. You can call me. At that point, they don't have any option than to say yes. So when I call them, it is on the call that I'll tell them the price. And you see, some of them tell you, I'll get back to you. They will not be able to tell you, I'll get back to you on call. They don't have that time to start thinking, hi, this person's price is too much. Let me go and talk to another person. At that point, on that call, they will feel free and they'll, okay, this price is too much. Why not reduce it? You're talking with them. There's this, some of them, they will laugh. They will laugh. That point that they're using to laugh is when they have hanged up and start looking for another person. But me, as I said, this one you are laughing, I think the price goes well with you. You will not laugh again and tell me, oh no, that price is too much. We'll work it out. And at the end of the day, I don't think there is any job I've lost using this strategy. No. Except the one I type and tell them your price is 20k. They'll say, 20k is too much. Like the other guy, I thought I've known him for a long time. Since he has been following me for a long time, I told him I charge 15,000 naira for logo. And the guy told me, okay, fine, I will get back to me. Till today, I think I charged him on Tuesday. And he told me that sorry that he gave the work to someone else that is really cheaper. You see? So you must be able to express yourself. Don't feel I am shy. I am this one. This is the first aspect of it. This is you communicating with your client. Then what about your design? You should learn communication as well in your design. Some of you are doing lens flare. I don't know if you know what is lens flare. Too much light in your design. Too much light, as if the light is covering the pastor's face. The light is covering the whole text. Like too much everything. If you're doing this often, it will limit the ability of your design to communicate. Are you following? Yeah. So, as a designer, your design should communicate. That's the second part of the communication skill. You should be able to make your design communicate. Your design should not break the rule of grammar. You know the rule of grammar now. If you don't know, you can study it now. It's in English language, rule of grammar, where you for instance, in English, you say Obi is a boy. You don't actually write Obi. No, you don't actually write boy in make it big. Now look for somewhere and squeeze in Obi. Look for another place and squeeze in Ease. No, you should make everything, in as much as there should not be on equal size, observing hierarchy, but you should make work go in line with proximity in such a way that it should be readable. When I'm from the top part of the design to the bottom, I should be able to flow along when I'm reading your design. Okay. Lastly, on the designer aspect, your design as a designer, you should have marketing skill. I believe the person that taught us yesterday emphasized on marketing skill. If you are broke, I'm going to quote him. If you are broke and you are still shy, there is a problem. But it's a very bad combination. You don't get money, you know sabi say. I pity you. So, on the first aspect first, that is you as a designer being able to market yourself, and the second aspect will be your design being marketable. We will still come there. So, the first aspect, you as a designer being able to market yourself. Some of you feel like after doing my design, how you don't feel like if you post it too much on your status, people will not view, get more people. It means the people that you have currently they don't have interest in status. Go and attract more people. Don't be among those that will say, I posted my idea yesterday. People said it's too bad. No problem. If it's too bad, another problem. Make sure you keep on sharing. See, one of the ways I get job, even to the extent that I get jobs outside the country in the USA and in other countries, is by posting. I think sometime last year, let me share these dots. Sometime last year, October, yeah, my American client chatted me. That was my first American client, and we are still working to today. She chatted me, was like, it's a book cover design. I don't even know that it was from America. I thought it's normal Nigerian. He chatted me from Facebook that he needs a book cover design, this, that, those. I told him, okay. After the whole discussion, he asked me, how much do you charge? I told him I charge 5,000 naira for book cover design. He said, okay, but he doesn't know what 5,000 means in his own currency. I was like, sorry, sir. I had to quickly go to his timeline and check Maryland, USA. I came back immediately and I changed my price. I had to tell him in dollar, but this time I cannot increase my. If I had known that the guy is American, I know go charge him that $12 because as of that last year, $12 was equal to 5,000 naira. So, but at the end of the job, the man ended up paying me $17. That was about 10,000. About 9,000, either 8,000 something or 9,000 something. And he paid me for the design. The first part was that he saw my design. My design attracted him. You don't have a physical shop where you have to, as designers we think I'm a graphic designer, people will get to know me. No, you don't have a physical shop where you come out every morning and you know how those prayer warriors now, they come out in the morning in their shop and they stand there for 3 hours before they now open and start putting the things that they sell. You don't have a shop like that. What you have is your phone and social media. And the best way you can market yourself is by always sharing your work on your social media. Like post it, there is no tomorrow. That is first aspect of marketing. The second aspect of marketing is your design. Yes, if you give, we are going to enter design. We are about to enter design now, so we'll start discussing that. If you, after doing your design and you give your client that design, will that design sell for your client? Remember, you are solving a client's need, and the client now comes to you with his problem, and you are not able to solve the problem. Or let's say after doing the design, the client tells you that since I did the design, I stopped making sales. You see, you failed in marketing. Yeah, you did fail in marketing. So, all right. Before we move on to design, remember we have 3 things to discuss today: designer, design, and client. Before we move over to design, who has a question? you have a question, just ask your question before I will continue. Okay, I don't think there's any question. All right, I'll continue. I'm going to check the message box to see if anyone typed any question there. Okay, someone is telling me to continue. All right, thank you, Samuel. All right, let's talk about design now. The design is the bridge between the client and the designer. It's what brings that random client to that random designer. It's that design that brings them together. For you, it's your product. Your design is your product. That is what you sell. Whereas your design is a client solution. Yes. Your design is your product. Whereas is your client's solution. This is why when you advertise your product online, get more people that will come and tell you, do the same kind of product for me. Are you following? When, let's take for instance, someone that sells gallon they use in fetching water. If I was using there's this gallon that is always light. If I was using that kind of gallon before and it always break, I'll go and be patching the gallon. I see a neighbor that is using another one, those yellow 25-liter gallon that is always strong. And I be like, wow, this gallon is strong. And I ask the person, who did this thing for you? That is the product speaking. You are not there. That your product is speaking for you. So, and the person, is this also company? This also guy that did it for me. I say, wow, take me there, and they refer you. You see, your product has brought you a new customer. You sharing your product online will bring you a customer. As the client is a solution. Yes, that client, the client had a problem that anytime I buy this gallon or I sell it, the gallon will always break. Anytime I do this, it will always break. So what the client did was that he looked for another person that will provide a better solution, and that is you. So the client sees the design as a solution, whereas you see it as your product. The second one is the product is coming from the designer, whereas to the client, okay, the design is from you to the client, but it's not meant for the client. The product is coming to you to the client, but it's not meant for the client. The client is selling out the product to his audience. The product is meant for his audience. Are you following? The product is meant for his audience. If you should make a design that will portray your creativity, and that, just put at the back of your mind that particular design is not meant for beauty alone. Yes, it is meant for the client's audience, and you are not part of your client audience. Even if you know the person, you are not your client audience. The design is not meant for you. It is not meant to satisfy you. The design is meant to please, to help help your client sell to his audience. All right. Your design is meant to showcase your creativity. You know how creative you are. Your color, you mix this, you do that. Is meant to showcase your creativity. Whereas the client is meant to sell his business, or meant to promote his business, or meant to sell his product. You did a book cover design, and that book cover design, wow, was so beautiful. The book cover design was so attractive, very good. That is showing your creativity. On the client aspect, no. The client need that book cover design to sell his book. Are we together? You see, both of you are having two different things. The way both of you are seeing things are different. So, as a designer, in as much as you see from your own perspective, also include the client's perspective. Yes. Put yourself in the shoe of the audience. Put yourself in the shoe of the client. This is why sometimes we do a very beautiful design, and when we study and analyze the design, we feel like this will not be able to solve the problem. We drop it aside and we change the whole concept. The aim is to solve your client's problem, except that design is meant for you. You know, all those design, thank God it's Friday, don't quit, this one, all those kind of design that we do and post. Fine, that one is meant for you. You can do anything you want to do. Mix it, but make sure it's good though. Do anything that you want to do. But you see that one that belongs to a client. Yes, that one that belongs to a client. You must make sure that it is solving that client's need. Yes, you must. Something that Tobichukwu Stars said on the first day, which I want to quote. He said sometimes he doesn't post the design that he sent to the client. But they must have made this correction, that correction, this, that, go to go, and the design is no longer fine. He dropped that one aside and redo what you want to post. And if you get, he redesigns what he wants to post. And I was like, wow, so people do this. I was surprised because I thought after designing the client is pleased, you now post that one. The reason why he does that, he knows that the more you post, the more you get more work. So, he sends the client what the client wants, and on the other end, he does what he designs something that he can use to get more clients. Sorry about that. So, that is it about the design. Let's talk about the clients, then we'll quickly compare and contrast the three of them before we call it a day for this session. Alright. A client is someone who has a need. I've been saying this from the beginning of this session. A client is someone who has a problem. This guy get problem. If I don't get problem, I'm not gonna come to you. Victory Prince, you raised up your hand. Okay, before we continue, we are just entering class session. So just ask your question.
What is your client? I don't know how to market the product to it. That means that your design not to think.
Okay, I think one thing for you to do is you've done your part. Make sure your design is very, very functional. You get, make sure your design is good. Unless the client comes back to you, I'm posting this, I'm posting, it's not bringing sales. That's when you start looking for what to do. But if the client, you just do the design for the client, he can saves it in his phone. Even though they post that, it's not your business. Don't forget that one does not concern you. Your business is make sure that the client's work is nice and very, very good. Do you get? Is there any other question? Is there any other question? Okay. In the absence of that, let's continue. All right. I was saying that the clients is someone who has a problem. If they don't have a problem, they will not come to you. If they don't have a problem, they will pay you. You are thirsty. And you're looking for someone, you're working on hot sun. Let's say you grew up in the north, and the sun in the north is very, very hot, as I heard though. And you're thirsty. You're looking for something that at this point in time you can drink 3 bottles of water. You're looking for a shop that can help solve that. And once you find one, bam, you rush and drink that and get the pure water and you're satisfied. Your problem has been solved. If that did not solve your problem, you get more. There's some clients that they got the first one and they're satisfied, they come back again, satisfied, and they keep coming back again. And they keep coming back. But some of them, after the first one, they'll be like, these people that get tests, I'm not buying from here again. Or the people, how can you sell water 40 naira per sachet? Not buying again. Your water is too costly. You see, there are a lot of factors that chase your client away. Some of them might be your price. Yes, thank you. Thank you. I love that point I just saw now. I love that point I just saw now. What's your name? Chisom. Chisom said, okay, yes, your client has a problem, and by you solving the problem, it brings money. Chisom, in your brain. Don't mind me. I had to. She understood what I said. So if I was talking about, if you were not able to solve the problem, client will go. Second thing about clients, before you start teaching your clients, I talked about earlier, teaching your clients. Most of your clients, for 99% of them, knows nothing about design. Yes, they don't know color, they don't know design principles, they don't know hierarchy, they don't know anything. They just know that the logo should be big. That's what they know. They make the logo bigger, stretch the logo. My picture is so small, make it bigger. That's what they know. For some of them, will be telling you, make it pop. You'll be like, what is pop? You'll be confused. Your client does not know anything about design. It is your duty to use something that they can relate with to explain to them. Even some says, why do you edit a hair? Yes. Some are wondering why they don't know it's color grading. They don't know anything. Your duty is to teach them in the language they will understand. Let me quickly use Bible reference. Remember when Jesus came, Jesus knew that we know nothing about heaven. Together, Jesus knew that we don't know anything about heaven. So what he did is that when he was teaching parables about heaven, he used earth. The parable of the sower, he was actually using things that are in the earth to teach about heaven. He used the parable of Good Samaritan, things in the earth to teach about heaven. So if you want to teach your client, as we always say, use something that is relating to what he can relate to. Something that is very, very simple, something that he can understand. Something grammar for your client. You are telling your client, sir, I did this because of hierarchy. Client will be like, what is hierarchy? Do I know what is hierarchy? I did this because I edited your picture because I wanted to color grade it. I'm like, have I had color grading before in my life? He's confused. And those clients, what they will do is they will tell you, make sure you use what I want. Do this. But if you take time to explain to your client in terms that he can relate with, he can understand, clients will be like, wow, this person knows what he's doing. And see what it will do. It will show them that you have interest for their business. It will make them feel like you love their business. You see, explain things to your client. Tell them, sir, this won't actually go well, but I suggest you do this. I suggest you do that. And like, wow, you'll be impressed. For you, your own is to, sir, blue cannot go. Blue cannot go. If a client tries to force you, now can use blue like that. Okay, since it's saying I should use blue, let me just use blue. And how the design goes. Teach the client that blue should go well. That blue cannot go well, and you tell them what to go well. All right. So having said all this about your designer, about you the designer, your product which is the design, and the client's problem, the client's solution, and then the client. Let's give a review of all of them. Talking about excellence, the theme of this our webinar is excellence in design. And so far, all the teachers have been teaching us on different topics: imposter syndrome, why clients go and never come back, on consistency, on marketing. And today, I'm combining 3 different things and teaching you together. Excellence in design. means, let me give you an illustration. That place you went to buy pure water, if after buying the pure water and you quench your thirst, but that pure water was smelling somehow, will you go back there again to buy? I want someone to tell me, will you just type in the message box, will you go back there again to buy? Someone is not responding. Yes, someone said never. You will not go back there to buy again. Thank you. The reason is because excellence was not displayed in that place. You do not see excellence there. So you are likely to stay where there is excellence. I don't know if you are following. You are likely to stay where there is excellence if your client comes to you and after you offer your solution, you offer a solution to the problem and they got that solution at that point in time. If the process of you offering that solution was not excellent, they will not come back. This is what I want you guys to understand. Your communication, your marketing skill, everything that you put together should communicate excellence. It should communicate expertise. It should show that you are expert at what you do. Where if you delayed in delivering the design, why you want to delay it, apologize. I'm very, very sorry, sir, for the delay. This is what came up. This is what came up. And you are very, very sincere. If you said you're going to deliver by 8 o'clock, again, no matter what happened, deliver by 8 o'clock. Or even, I tell my clients, 8 o'clock I will do this, I'm going to deliver. Before 8, by 7:30 I've sent the work. Some of them will come with some, like yesterday before the session that we had at 8 o'clock, my client called me by 6 p.m. I told him, please, this is very, very urgent, that our boss is requesting for a design before 9 p.m. And I know that by 8 to 9 I'll be having a session. So I quickly explained to him, since I'll be having a session by 8 to 9, so I'll try everything possible to finish this design before 8 I send to you. Though the time is very, very short. And quickly, I suspended every other thing that I was doing. I suspended, like I had other works I was supposed to do before the webinar, but I suspended it and I attended to it. And before 8, bam, I was done with it. And they were so happy. It was like, he did not expect that. He thought maybe because of my schedule that I will not be able to deliver. I told him I've given you my word. And this thing will keep the clients. When you offer your work with professionalism, with experts, you see that your client will stay. This is excellence in design. Aside from design being beautiful, I remember a guy, very good in design. If he's your mentor, I'm sorry that I'm using him as reference, so I beg, forgive me. What's that name? The Gratitude Designer. That's his name. The Gratitude was a time a client came online and was dragging him. There was a big issue. Why? He collected the work and for 2 months, this client had been begging him to deliver the work. Instead of him explaining to the client his laptop had issue, he was busy claiming rights with the client. The client now asked for a refund of his 20k. The guy was busy delaying and claiming right, dragging nonsense with the client. And the client came online to tarnish his image. You see, if such person, the client has tarnished his image now, it will be hard for other clients to trust him with work because they will feel like he will not be able to deliver. Are you following? So anything that you do, make sure that the relationship that you have with your client is one that is sweet, the one that your client enjoys it. If it's possible, you are doing a flyer design. There's one client I work for. Every minute he will ask you, which stage are you now? Screenshot and send to me. We designers, let me come and with people. We designers, we are fond of, I'm almost done. But you've not started the design at all. Like, you never do anything. You tell the client, I'm almost done. This kind of person will tell you, screenshot, let me see the process that you are. And what if you were lying? What if you had not done anything? And you see the client will start losing, the trust will die. and for that reason they will stop sending you work. Or client that you told them you deliver this work in 3 days, and in the next 5 days the client is calling you. Remember, this thing is online, we don't have a physical shop, so they are afraid. Any small thing that you do, late response, they send you a message, or God respond, even if you have not finished the design, reply them. If they pay you for the design, they'll feel like this guy has run away with my money. Everybody has trust issue. Yes, everybody. Even if it's me, I paid you and not responding me again. I'll start crying for my money. Next thing I'll look for a way to drag you, so I'll tarnish your image. It happens. So in your work, you must showcase excellence. Not excellence in just posting your design online. Excellence in your relationship with clients. If you are working on platforms like Upwork and Fiverr, your relationship with clients showcase will determine the kind of review your clients will give you after the work, and your review will bring you more work. If they give a wonderful review about you, oh, don't worry about work again, more work will come. I think I'm going to teach Fiverr and Upwork. Personally, I'm going to teach it on this course that I hosted. I believe most of you must have seen the course, 30 days mentorship, which is starting on 1st of next month. And the what do you call it? The early birds offer is still on. The normal price is 3,000 naira, but the early birds offer is still on and is 2,000 naira. You can hurry now and pay. I'm going to teach you guys how to get to work on Fiverr and on Upwork. So that's aside. So as I was saying, you should be able to communicate excellence. It will give you a review. It will help your client trust you. It will help build a better relationship with you and your clients. It will show your client that you are professional in what you do. You don't just know how to design, you know how to interact, you know how to relate. Right? Hope I was able to teach us something today. Hope you learned something. Hope you learned something. I'm saying yes, okay. Okay, all right. So I believe you have question. So before we call it a day, because I don't intend to keep us here for more than 1 hour. The session is meant to last for 1 hour. I've taught for like 47 minutes now, and I want to take questions so that before 1 hour we'll call it a day. So ask your question. If you have a question, just unmute yourself and ask your question. Okay, seems no one has a question. Let me check the message box again. Alright, so in the absence of question, I think we should call it a day. Yes. So thank you guys for joining in today. Thank you for joining. Today's session was very, very wonderful. Thank you for joining. We're having a grand finale tomorrow. And make sure you don't miss it. Make sure you don't miss it. So far, excellent design has been so wonderful. We've learned a lot from our teachers. Please make sure you don't miss tomorrow's session to be our grand finale, and I'll be the one to teach you. So make sure you don't miss it. Right, thank you guys for joining once again. See you guys tomorrow.